Understand that life is hard, okay? There is no easy way to life. If you're going to be staying broke, it is hard. Why? You won't have money to take care of yourself. You won't have money to meet your needs, okay? And you're going to be suffering. And if you're going to get to the top, maybe you want to be rich, you want to do something, you want to have good money, it is not also easy. Why? The rich people paid sacrifices, paid the price, okay? It comes with their blood, their sweat, their tears, sleepless night, they cried, they fell down, they got back up, they fell down, they got back up. So it is not easy. So in essence, there is nothing actually easy. But one thing you should tell yourself is this: which of the art will I choose? Which of the art is actually going to profit me? Because if you're going to stay stuck, you're going to stay broke, you're going to stay as someone that don't have what you want, it's actually going to be hard. You're going to be in hunger, you're going to be miserable, you're going to be embarrassed, okay? You will not be able to afford things, and you probably might lose your life, lose loved one's life when there's no one to take care of them, maybe when they are sick or there's no one to give them good life. You will actually, it's hard, okay? But then there is no profit in being that hard. But then there is profit in being hard, going hard, getting more discipline, being more disciplined, and then you find yourself at the top. You have more money, you have comfort, you have luxury, you can travel to your dream country, you can actually live a fulfilled life when you're on earth. So you need to sit down and ask yourself, which of this hard do I truly want to do? Do I say life is hard, oh things are difficult, and then I stay back and say, okay, I'm okay with the bare minimum I get? Or I realize that life is truly hard and I go all out to make this money, to dare to dream, to have audacity to live my dream life? See, so many of you are going to get to the end of your life with regrets. You're going to be in tears because you neglected things that you could have done. You neglected price, sacrifices you could have paid. So many of you are going to be regretful. The reason is this: you keep considering, what will people say? What if I try? What if I fail? You get scared. See, fear is what is keeping you broke. Fear is what is keeping you poor. You don't want to dare, you don't want to do that thing, you just don't want to fail. And you're going to be stuck. One thing you need to understand is this: the most successful people you've seen, they fail the most. They have the highest amount of failure. But the reason why they are successful today is because they are not scared of failure. The only people who are scared of failure are people who do not try. And when you do not try, you don't have a story to tell, you don't get to the top. See, nothing is ever handed over to you. You have to go and get it. And in the process of getting it, you will lose something. You will lose sleepless nights. Yes, you won't sleep. You will lose funds, you will make mistakes, but it is all part of the journey. Don't be scared to go through that process. Don't be scared to go through that journey. You're not going to fail eventually if you don't give up. You are only going to fail when you give up. See, know these things, and these things are true. Go and read successful people with their lifestyle. Go and sit down with them. Get one or two billionaires that you know, or millionaires, and sit down with them and ask them if the journey was ever easy. They will tell you the same thing. The journey was never easy. There was no clarity, but they knew one thing: they were going to get there. So get into your mind. See, have audacity, dare to dream, and dare to live out that dream. Those things you want to do. Stop getting scared that what if something goes wrong? What if something doesn't go wrong? What if at the end of the day it ends in praise? What if at the end of the day you make so much money? What if at the end of the day you can afford that dream life? What if at the end of the day you can afford that luxury life? What if at the end of the day you become so wealthy because you follow through your dreams? That is what you should think. That is the mindset of a winner. That should be your thought as someone that wants to win. You have to be positive at all times. Don't be someone that always see the negativity and you're always speaking the negativity. That is not the mindset of successful people. Go into their minds and see how they think. They never think it's impossible for them, because why? Impossible is just a word, and impossible to them means I am possible.